So this is the main check-in lobby area office of the Carbondale Crystal River KOA. It's the general store as well. So we'll go in and see if we can film in there too.
This is closed. Can you still get in here? How late is this?
This is all open until 8. So 8 in the morning.
Nice little store. And ice cream, a staple. Some drinks. They do sell firewood here as well. And do you have propane too?
The small propane tanks are for sale over there. As far as big propane tanks, no.
Okay.
They all come with the grills. If your site comes with a grill, it
Gotcha.
comes with it, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then back through here is a great little game room and TV area, pool table. Looks like ice. Ice you can purchase as well. And then through this door is a nice little washer and dryer area.
We do have the sauna out here.
You know, we did that.
Yeah.
We did that. That was
Little library, games. Looks like they have a little library of movies to rent as well, or for free, I'm not sure. We offer movies to all guests with a credit card on file, so yeah, one free per night. I'll show you our site, which is 15. The bathhouse, shower house, is right up there. We have a back-end site. And you come around the corner and we have a nice little patio, our fire pit, barbecue. The Badgerita is enjoying some lunch. We have our own little table and a privacy fence. And just that direction is the river. And I'll show you more about that as we walk through the facility. What's your first thoughts?
I love it. So far, it's great.
Yeah.
Having a patio, met our neighbors, everything.
Shade tree.
Shade tree.
Yeah.
I like our site very much. So, as far as the other sites.
Yeah. Well, that's to be determined.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is great.
And we have water and electricity at our site. We don't have sewer. I'm not sure if any of them have sewer or just our site doesn't, but we'll figure that out as we walk through and report in. But for us, just having electricity is great. Having water is a bonus. So if you've always wanted to spend the night in a teepee, you have that option. This is the bathhouse that is really close to our site. So there are 2 showers on the men's side, free, obviously running water, and toilets, and another toilet. So fairly small, but clean and everything that you would need. Looks like there is a pet walking area enclosed that they're watering right now, but looks pretty nice if you want to bring your dog or whatever to run around through there. This is fairly open, but nice big trees. Looks like pull-in sites. Lots of space to pull in. And we'll walk down by the river and see what that's all about. And this is the Crystal River. So these sites back right up to the river itself, which would be nice. It looks like a private home on the other side. And I doubt if you could swim in that. It's a pretty nice looking river. Another private home. All nice back-end sites, 8 and 9. And I assume that's 7 and 6 and so on. But backs right up to the water. Our site is back there behind the trees. So there's a series of cabins that you can rent as well. Some of them border on the river. And our destination for this particular outing is the swimming pool, which we hear is heated to 80 degrees. So we figured we needed to check it out. Little basketball court, volleyball court, playground, swimming pool. I mean, this would be awesome for kids. It's awesome for us, but it would certainly be awesome for kids. And that round building is a sauna. So you can go from the sauna to the swimming pool. So I can attest firsthand that the sauna works great. It takes a while to heat up, but once it does, it puts out enough heat to really get you sweating. So there's a row of campsites basically right next to the road. I would avoid those. We're sort of in the middle, and then at the end is where the river is. I think those are the prime sites, the river sites. Little cornhole area outside of the main office laundry area. And we're not sure what all is back here. We're just walking and exploring for the first time. Looks like an old cabin. Some other wagon relics. And some more of the cabins I guess you can rent. Well, there's always stuff you don't expect to see. They've got a little sculpture garden here, which maybe we'll learn more about and tell you. Pretty cool. So this would be a pretty nice cabin to get back here. It's at the far end of the property. You've got your own stretch of river right outside the sculpture garden. It looks like cabin number 3. Actually, any of these cabins along here would be pretty nice. It looks like there's a common gazebo kind of picnic area for the cabins. There's a lot more cabins here than in, I would say, a normal KOA. There's almost as many cabin locations as there are RV sites, and all the cabins seem to be up at one end and the RVs down at the other. So we think the story is that prior to it becoming a KOA, it was BRB, and so you see a lot of signage, BRB, Crystal River Campgrounds. So we're at the far north end of the property, and it's more open in here. And you can see there's some big rigs that can easily pull through some of these sites. Again, the river running along here. Not sure yet how far this goes, but you've got a lot of space back here, but it's not as tree covered, although there's plenty of trees. So anyway, we're no RVs past this point, so apparently tent camping back here. So this is nice. At the far north end, it's all either those sorts of vehicles or tents back in here, so no RVs, so a bit more secluded for tent campers. So just off the highway, there is this bike path right outside the KOA, and it continues south, but I have it from good authority that this bike path runs actually all the way to Carbondale, and you can take another one that runs all the way then into Glenwood Springs, which is really cool to have a nice place to walk or bike. You can see a bike heading this way now. Well, I walked about a half a mile north of the campground toward Carbondale, not realizing the beautiful mountain that was behind me. Well, good morning. This is Sid and the Badgerita here. We are just outside of Carbondale, Colorado, where we're camping, and we are going to do the Lorax Trail, and it's I think a lollipop trail loop at the end of a out and back. It's just about a 3-mile hike, but it's got good reviews on all trails, so we're gonna go see what it's all about. So, short ways in, being treated to great views of Mount Sopris, which is a 13,000 foot Colorado peak. I'm not sure why, but someone taken the time to build a little shelter here. So after about 1.1 miles, we are at the loop portion of the hike, and for no good reason, we're going to go counterclockwise. Well, there's a nice amount of shade. Perhaps at least 50% of the trail is shaded, which is nice because it can get pretty hot here. So this section is easy to miss this turn, and there's another loop that goes out, or an out and back trail actually, not a loop. So you have to be careful at about 1.54 miles to catch the turning point. Right at 2 miles, and we have closed the loop and are now back on the stick portion of the lollipop, heading back to the trailhead. And there's a reasonable climb getting out of this portion, as I remember. Pretty trees, pretty gnarly. I wonder how old some of these trees actually are, but they certainly help providing shade. A little ways back on the trail, a couple stopped to give us sort of the ability to come up the hill with enough trail, and he saw the pack that I'm carrying, which is my normal winter pack, loaded a bit heavy, and wondered why I had such a big pack on, and that led to talking about training and why I have the pack, getting ready for Tour de Mont Blanc. Anyway, he kept asking question after question after question. Really nice person. He and his wife they live here. They're from Houston and live here part of the year. We must have talked for 20 minutes about all different kinds of topics. So, very friendly local couple.